All right, guys, we have a big Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom tech update with absolutely no spoilers. And we're going to get into that in just a bit. I first want to tell you guys the reason why I'm emphasizing that is because the game has officially leaked. There are people streaming the game. There are people talking about spoilers. There are people ruining the experience out there for many who have not played it. So on this channel, we will not be leaking anything. We will not be spoiling anything. And I'll be making sure that I do my best that that doesn't happen here on the channel. So rest assured, all of my videos leading up to launch, everything that I'm doing here will not be spoiling the game at all. I want everyone to have a great experience watching my videos or playing the game themselves. So rest assured, everything will be good here on the channel. But once again, be careful out there with YouTube. Stuff could pop up on your home screen. Be careful on there on Twitter. Make sure you mute certain keywords and just watch out for those spoilers. Take your precautions right now at this point. But also, I don't want the Nintendo ninjas to come after me or my channel. So yeah, I'm going to take the really safe route before bad things happen to me in the future. So let's talk about what's going down with the Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom and what's happening. We do know that the game is officially leaked. People are playing it, people are talking about it, and we can gather a bit of non-spoiler information from that. People want to know, a lot of you guys talked about this, and also we saw plenty of videos discussing it. How is the performance in the game? We saw in those previews that the performance looked a little bit rough, especially at the Bokoblin camp base, where there was a lot of them and stuff was blowing up. Sometimes it seemed like it chugged just a bit. Some people reported some frame rate issues in the sky and kind of turning one of like the homemade contraptions or whatever it is that you can make. But for the most part, I didn't see that. It was really just that main base Bokoblin camp that I saw some issues. People want to know, is it the same with the final version of the game that's been released? Well, according to multiple people that actually watched some of that leaked footage so far, multiple people that watched footage that was in the same areas, the exact same areas as the preview, the game did run smoother. It seemed like they did clean things up just a bit, and it wasn't like a small little thing. It seemed like it was a bit more on the tech side of it. Seems like it ran smoother according to multiple people there. However, there are many things to consider with this. You can consider the fact that somebody was playing on an overclock switch, or that since it's hacked, they messed with some of the settings, or it was PC emulation on a $10 million PC. I know that there's probably technical little details and things that I'm missing here, but at the same time, you still have to consider that. And that was something that I actually asked from the people in my stream. And many of them did say, from what they were saying there, it was on hack switches with no other modifications like overclocking or boosting or anything like that. So it does seem like the performance will be better in our playthrough, or if you're playing it right now at this point, or when the game launches, whatever the case is. Now, of course, I'm picking up the game on May 12th. I'll be sharing my experience with you guys. We'll be streaming and also making content, so look out for that. There is another thing to note. The preview builds are just that. They're preview builds. It doesn't mean the final build of the game will be the same thing as we got for the preview build. Oftentimes, there is a day one patch. Maybe these people have downloaded that, or there is something that they fixed over that preview build, which is probably older than the final build, even though it was pretty close to the launch and the event. We just don't know how old that current build was. Usually they're a little bit older of a demo build or whatever the case is. I don't know all of the details, so that could be the reason why there was some issues there. But once again, we're going to have to officially wait and see and get the testing from Digital Foundry and other places. And of course, our own impressions and how it feels to play. Because it's one thing to look at numbers on a screen and kind of listen to what somebody else is saying, but then it's another thing to actually pick up a controller and see how it feels to you and not anybody else. So those things are still something that's going to happen or already happening, and people can give their opinion on that. Now, once again, no spoilers here. But another thing I heard was the game was absolutely incredible. Shocker, right? A sequel to one of the greatest games of all time is really incredible. Now, I know that isn't anything that we don't already know. We know that the game is going to be great, but some who have seen this and probably even started playing the game at this point have stated this is nowhere near, not even close, $70 DLC. That is the last thing that this game is, which that was such a huge issue or a huge thing that people were saying even after the Mr. Aonuma presentation. Heck, even after some of the trailers and all the new features that they showed off, there are still some people that felt that way. But now that the game is coming out, it's really the moment of truth. It's when push comes to shove. And what we're seeing here, whether they're shoving or pushing or anything, it's the Legend of Zelda that's doing all that to everybody else. This game seems to be beast tier for what they are offering for the full package. Now, once again, would have loved to see $60 on that because it was already $60, and I know some people locked in their $60 price tag here in the US, some people didn't, but at the same time, it seems like it's going to be worth every penny based on the additions, upgrades, and new features just from what we saw in the previews. But it seems like there's going to be far more. This is to be expected. We've seen so much cool stuff that Nintendo's shown with the game. People are hyped. It's exciting. People are watching the content. But I think that this game probably goes above and beyond what Nintendo's ever done for a sequel, and probably above and beyond what a lot of the industry does for sequels with new features and what you can do in this game. It really seems like it takes it to the next level overall. I know you guys are already hyped for The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, and this is probably hyping you up even more for this game, but it needs to be said that this is probably going to be one of the greatest games made of all time when it's all said and done, based off of some of this stuff that is being said out there. But once again, the final step is us actually getting the game and playing, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be a memorable and legendary experience. Now, I do think, once again, it's going to be worth every single bit because of the scope and scale of the game, but big love and shout outs to my peeps that were actually able to get it for $60. But to keep it real, I bought the game for $130 anyway, so that price tag never really fazed me at all. I spent $130 on that special collector's edition, and will probably spend more than $70 or whatever the New Zealand price is to get that copy when it goes live. So to me, I know the game's going to be worth that price, but not for everybody out there. Now, in this last bit, we have a very special message from someone incredibly important. Check it out.
Hello everybody, I've been given the thumbs up from Nintendo to confirm that it's my voice in the trailer and that I'm so excited to be reprising my role as Princess Zelda in Tears of the Kingdom. Thank you Nintendo, and thank you Nintendo America and the incredible team there that I've had the privilege of working with in any capacity. Yeah, I've been thinking so much about the series lately, and the series as a whole, not just Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, but just the origins of it back from the 80s. An 80s baby like myself, and it's so crazy that a series like this can be inspired by someone's childhood in nature, exploring the caves and the inner forest and the secluded lakes. And anyway, so I've attached a picture of myself that felt very appropriate as an 80s baby who had no idea that one day I'd be voicing a princess in this incredible, innovative, open world game and then reprising that role. So looking forward to May 12th. Thank you so much again, Nintendo, and enjoy the game, everybody. Boop.
Yes, we've got an official confirmation that Patricia Summerset is back as Princess Zelda in The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, which wasn't really surprising if you just compared the voices, but it seems like her performance here is going to be the biggest and best in any Zelda game. Now remember, there was some controversy with Ms. Summerset here. There were people that did not like her performance from The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, but she did get a lot of backing from the community. Based on what we're hearing from the trailer, it looks like nobody is complaining about the performance that she gave. Just on the small bits of information and the small bits of story trailer that we got, her voice sounds fantastic, and I think that she's going to do an incredible job overall, because those trailers, it sounds epic, it sounds great, it's classic Princess Zelda, but even better. So I'm happy that she is back as Princess Zelda's voice actor. And I'm really happy that it seems like this game is living up to everything here. Now, I do, for those that are watching around the time that this video comes out, I do have a lot more Zelda content lined up for you guys. I have a giveaway going down with the Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom OLED. I don't want to officially announce it and show it on stream or in a video until I have the package here. Apparently, it's going to be here very soon from Amazon. So I have that. I already have my own that I bought from Best Buy and I picked that up. And then I have another one that I'm giving away. So make sure you look out soon for details. And even if it's past the time of the giveaway, I will be giving away copies of The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom randomly throughout my streams or videos in the coming months. So there's going to be parties, giveaways, and even more with The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Look out for it, guys. It's going to be a ton of fun here on PlayerEssence. But I'm excited. I'm ready to go. I'm looking forward to it. I think that this is going to be a blast of a game. I cannot wait to cover it more. So what do you guys think about The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, the leaks so far, and what's happening? Do you think the Nintendo ninjas are working absolutely overtime to catch all these people? Apparently there's been DMCAs going out left and right, being flung around like shurikens to people that are silly enough to stream this game on YouTube or on Twitch or whatever the case is. Nintendo's lawyer is going to be working overtime in the next week or so. So what do you guys think about that? And of course, everything else that I talked about, check out my previous videos on The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. I have a great video talking about some developers that discussed Tears of the Kingdom and what they thought. Also got videos on some of the other things, some controversies, the newest one with the game outside of the leak. There was some other stuff that happened. So if you haven't seen that video, please make sure you check it out as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. And we'll see you in the next video. Peace.